What up, though, man? Listen, better late than never, man. We are here, and I wanted to do this, man, but I've been super busy, super wrapped up in multiple channels. But I am here now, man, in week 3, and we're going to do our week 3 win-loss prediction. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, you can see I ain't even up just change scenes and nothing. This is my Lion Syndicate scene. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't. But we got the game last night between the New York Jets and the Patriots. I did take the Jets to win that game. The Patriots, to me, are just, they got a little ways to go. Now, here we go with the Giants and Browns. This is going to be Sunday at 1 o'clock. I am going to say that the Browns win this game. I think that the Giants are just a train wreck, and I think making Daniel Jones the priority, letting Saquon Barkley walk, they are in trouble, and Dable could be fired by the end of the year. I'm going to take the Browns to win this game. Now, I did have the playoff predictor, but I mean, maybe we can start next week keeping tally. I mean, what's the point with it already being week 3? So maybe we'll just kind of do these for fun, and I'll give you my thoughts. We won't keep a tally. All right, moving on to the next game on the list. The Bears are going to be at the Colts. I'm actually going to take the Colts to win this game. I think that the Bears offensive line is atrocious. I think Caleb is going through his growing pains. They got an offense that, with an offensive line and a quarterback that is mature, it really could erupt. Their defense is the only reason they're not 0-2 right now. So I'm going to take the Colts to win this game. I think that they get the W and get off the schneid and win their first game of the season. The Texans, Vikings. This is going to be a surprisingly good game in Minnesota, which is an awesome venue. I'm going to take the Texans to win this game. I think the Texans are going to be in the Final Four when it comes to the AFC playoff picture later this year and early next year. So I'm going to take, plus me being a Detroit Lions fan, I am going to root against anybody in the NFC North, but I think the Texans are the better team, and I think the Vikings get their first loss of the season, and the Texans move to 3-0. Now the Eagles and Saints, I think this is going to be a test for the Saints to see just how high-powered their offense really is. The Eagles have been struggling with no Jason Kelce, no A.J. Brown. He probably won't be in that game either. I'm going to take the Saints, man, to win this game. They're going to be at home. The Saints, man, a surprising story of the NFC and the NFL in a whole. So I take the Saints to win this game, and they move up to 3-0. The Chargers and Steelers, I think this is a surprise to a lot of us. I mean, when was the last time the Chargers were 2-0? Steelers are 2-0. The only way the Steelers could be 2-0, I believe in game 1, they did not score a touchdown, and I am going to take the Chargers to win this game. Sorry, Steelers Nation Australia, but I'm taking the Chargers to win this game. On the road, man, I think the Chargers and with J.K. Dobbins finding a resurgence, I'm taking him to win this game. The Broncos and the Buccaneers. I think that the Buccaneers are going to win this game and move to 3-0. I'm hoping for the Broncos to win because as a Detroit Lions fan, the Buccaneers hold the tiebreaker with the head-to-head, and we need them to have a worse record than us. I mean, we have to take care of our business, but we need them to lose. So I think the Buccaneers win this game, but I am rooting for the Broncos. But I think the Bucs win and go to 3-0. And the Broncos, man, it's funny. You get rid of Russell and you're still the same. It's crazy. Packers, Titans. I think the Packers are going to win this game. I really do. Jordan Love may or may not play. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but just 2 weeks after being hurt, he might play. I mean, let Malik Willis get the start against this old team, maybe get a little revenge. I get the Packers winning this game. Although the Titans, with some better decision-making from Will Levis, could easily be 2-0. They should have never lost that game against the Bears. So I take the Packers to win that game. The Raiders, this one is super easy. We're going to skip right over. Well, Bryce Young is not in the game anymore. I do think Andy Dalton gives them the best chance to win, but I think the Raiders, coming off that emotional win against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, I think that they are going to get this dub, and I think it's not going to be as easy with Andy Dalton back there, but again, the Panthers are terrible. It's going to be between them and the Giants, who have the first pick. Dolphins and Seahawks. The Dolphins are in trouble. They really are, man. High hopes for the season. and all down the drain because their quarterback is not going to be able to go. He's on IR for at least 4 games while he makes a decision on his playing career. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks, even though I can't stand them and the Detroit Lions play them in week 4. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks to win that game. Lions and Cardinals. This one's going to be tough, man. Of course, I can be biased, but I won't be. The Lions have mad offensive woes. They went 1 for 7 in the red zone last week, and they got to get that together. I just did a preview on Lions Syndicate, and I think the Lions can win this game if their offense starts to click. Kyler Murray is going to be Kyler. We can let him go off and still win the game if we score in the red zone. We cannot go 1 for 7 in the red zone. I think the Lions, Kyler has never beaten the Lions, and the Lions haven't lost 2 in a row in 2 years almost, so it's a big game. I am taking the Lions to win that game if they can score in the red zone. They got to score points. Dallas and Baltimore. I hate both these teams. Both fan bases suck. Man, this is like pulling both eyes out. It really is. If I had to pick one, which I do, oh my God. This is tough, man. I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game. Although I wouldn't be mad if the Cowboys win, because I cannot stand the Baltimore Ravens. Their fan base is terrible. Both are terrible. But I've never seen anything like the Baltimore Raven fan base. So I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game and maybe try to make a push for the playoffs, even though it's very difficult starting at 0-2. Moving on to the Rams and 49ers. This one is tough. It's tough with my former quarterback, who I am not a fan of, being the quarterback of the LA Rams, and then the dreaded 49ers. Sorry, Hollywood, but I cannot stand your team, and I have to pick one. So because I have to pick one, I'm going to take the LA Rams, even though they have probably no chance. They do play the 49ers tough, but that is with a team, and half their team is on IR, seems like. So I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game, but I would love to see the 49ers drop to 1-2. No Deebo Samuel. George Kittle is questionable, maybe. So I don't think it's going to be easy work for Brock Purdy's not going to have 2 of his best weapons to lean on, but he still got Brandon Ayuk and Jennings and Mason, who is surprisingly balling over there. I'm going to take the 49ers, but I'm thinking the Rams. I'm hoping the Rams get this W, this upset. Chiefs and Falcons. Falcons with a comeback win. Nasty, ugly game. Soft defense by the Philadelphia Eagles allows the Falcons to come back, go to 1-1, and essentially save their season. The Chiefs haven't been playing their best football. Got bailed out in week 2 against the Cincinnati Bengals, but I think this is going to be a good one. In Georgia, I would love to see the Falcons upset the Chiefs. I really would. But I'm going to take, you know what? Let's get bold. I'm going to take the Falcons to win this game. Let's it's easy to pick the Chiefs, so we're going to take the Falcons. Bills and Jaguars. What happened to the Jacksonville Jaguars? It's going to be tough, man. Trevor Lawrence said they stink right now, and he is correct. The whole AFC South, outside of the Texans, is they stink. So where's this at? I'm going to take the Bills to win this game. It's in New York. Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills to win this game, man. Go 3-0. And maybe this is their year. It's funny. Stephon Diggs moves teams, and now they're playing well. The Commanders and Bengals. I feel sorry for the Commanders because the Bengals are upset starting 0-2. If it's one team in the NFL that has shown that at 0-2, they can come back and they have no concerns at all, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to pick them to win this game and finally get a win in the win column. So there are I believe that's it. That is my week 3 picks for the NFL season. Again, man, listen, I enjoy talking about football, and sometimes, unfortunately, YouTube can be about algorithms and audiences and all that stuff, and I just enjoy it. I really enjoy talking about football, and I know I have some people who enjoy the content over here who come back no matter what. So I'm going to try to give you as much content as you can handle because the live streams aren't really working this year, the NFL and YouTube. The powers of YouTube, man. You know what's crazy is no matter what you think, even if you're your own boss, right, or an independent contractor or whatever you are, there's somebody somewhere who still has control. And YouTube is who's in control in this case. So anyway, let me know your win-loss Are you doing pick'ems or anything like that? Maybe next year we'll do it. I just got so much stuff going on. It's hard to remember and things like that. But let me know your thoughts, man, in the comments below. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.